You're a Christian. Yeah, I am. But I'll go Old Testament for a half an hour. It's not a problem.
All right, we're going to get right into it. Today's video is a little emotional. It has a lot of information, okay? And I'm going to try to connect the human element so you guys can wrap your head around what's going on.
I'm begging you guys. Please help us.
As you're watching the video, if you have your phone handy, or if you're taking notes, write down the word eugenics. Bill Gates is into eugenics. Margaret Sanger, who started Planned Parenthood, is into eugenics. A lot of the super rich elite people think you're super stupid and you're a waste of oxygen. That's how they think in their heads. And I'm trying to bring this home to you. They do not see you as a human being. They just see you as like cattle, like pigs. You're useless eaters. They call you jellyfish. They think you're consuming all of the natural resources that their family's generational family is going to need. And you don't even know your grandmother or great-grandfather's name. That's how they think about you. And I just want you to know, I'm the guy who's going to tell you, that's how they think about you. Okay? Now, here's Bill Gates, who has absolutely nothing to do with the medical field. Absolutely nothing to do. And they let him tramp around administering his shots in every little thing he can get it into because they're all into eugenics. Okay? Now, here's Bill Gates with his own words talking about jabbing and tracking you for the rest of your life.
For pandemics, we need new tools. Things like environmental surveillance needs to be done on a constant basis so we're never caught off guard again. The ability to make diagnostics, literally billions of diagnostics in a few months that can be very cheap and very accurate, that's absolutely necessary to avoid the difficulties of the next pandemic. We need a worldwide network of vaccine manufacturing capacity. And there have been recent advances funded by the Foundation and others to allow us to have mRNA vaccine factories at various levels of capacity at a very low cost and able to make low-cost vaccines. And so as we pull all of this together, the surveillance, the global health core, the diagnostics, the antibody capacities, a variety of things. If we're faced with a pathogen like COVID, we will do dramatically better. In fact, every country should do better than even the very best countries did.
This is the channel where you're going to get it directly in your face, okay? Next up, we're going to have a woman who was a nurse who took the jab because, she wanted to keep her job. She was actually worried about you all, and she wanted to stay on the floor, and she wanted to help 99.9% of people that recovered from COVID. She wanted to help them recover. So she took the jab. Okay, now she's terrible. She's very, very bad. Her health is declining very, very fast. Please listen to what she has to say about taking the jab and about what's going on.
I haven't done a video in a while, and I'm sure you guys have seen my blood, and I'm still trying to process and wrap my brain around what I saw through the microscope whenever we were looking at my blood. And it's not good. We need help. There are so many of us that are injured. We are dying. If you guys want your research, you have to come get us. You have to seek us out. Tell us you want to research us. If not, we're not going to be alive much longer. I have a nurse, and you guys know her. Her name is Danielle Baker. She's the coerced nurse. And she had transverse myelitis, and now she is in diastolic congestive heart failure. Oxygen dependent and everything. Her body is shutting down. I'm begging you guys. Please help us. Please. children pull these shots off the shelves. They're killing people. They're injuring them. There's no compensation. We have no acknowledgement. We have no research. Please, guys, do the right thing.
Now I'm going to show you her blood work, and I'm going to explain what you're looking at while you're looking at the blood work. Now what you're looking at is a tea tree under a microscope, and this blood has tons of hydrogel in it. She's a nurse and put her life on the line being around sick people daily, even took the vaccine to be able to continue to do so. Her red blood cells are very inflamed, as also have spikes on them. This is not healthy blood. Now I'm going to tell you this last little story before you get out of here, and then I got one more clip before you go, so don't leave and go anywhere, okay? I was talking to my buddy on the phone yesterday. Hey, what's up? How's it going? He says, man, you're not going to believe what's going on. I said, what's going on? His son is really big into sports, plays soccer. So when all this stuff came back out several years ago, of course he got one. Just like my two sons who are in the military. So I have a connection to this stuff. Okay, so his son is doing his thing. He just turned 18. Just turned 18. 2 days after he turned 18, the doctor's office called him directly. And they say, hey, how you doing? You know, we're just going through your medical records here. He's like, oh, okay. You never called me before, but what's up? Yeah, we're just noticing that you're behind on all your vaccines. Oh, I am? Oh, I didn't know that. We could schedule your appointment for you to come in and get caught up on your vaccines. Oh, I'll talk to my mom and dad. I'll see what they're thinking about it and everything, and I'll get back to you. Oh, no. You don't have to talk to your mom and dad. You're 18 now, so we could schedule your appointment. Just let us know. We'll schedule your appointment right now. He says, well, I'm going to talk to my mom and dad about it, and I'll get back to you. A little bit of time goes by. It was a couple weeks, I think, maybe a week, 10 days or something, and he took the son in for a physical. He had to have a physical because he's fixing to go on, you know, some soccer playing missions, okay? And so then when they are in the office there, the doctor's all doing the thing, and she looks right at him and says, yeah, we're noticing that you're behind on your vaccinations, and we could give those to you right now. And he says, yeah, my mom and dad said I really don't need them or anything. And she says, you're 18, and you can make your own decisions. And if you want us to give them to you, we will. Okay? So that's what you're up against. Something happening here. And what it is becoming clear. You know, if I wanted to take over a country, one of the first things that I would do is I would get rid of the Bible. I would get rid of their religious beliefs. I would get rid of their culture. That's what they do. That's called the Rules of Radicals. You guys can go read this for yourself, okay? The next thing I would do is infiltrate their food systems. And obviously we can see that's going on. That's one of the main reasons Stacy and I moved onto our 11 acres, so we could grow our own food and have food sovereignty. And then what I would do, I would confuse the kids. I would attack the schools and confuse the kids. Man, just look around. I would set the kids against the parents. That's what I would do. Just look around and check out your eyes and look around and see no surprise. I'm going to leave you guys with Preacher Man on the way out. And I just want you to know that his final couple of words there is true. I have some videos coming up this week. If you guys pay attention to the videos coming up this week, my first one I'm going to do on Monday, I think is about hope. Because I've told you guys a lot of times that I think there's good guys behind the scenes doing stuff, and I got some pretty good proof, okay? So I'm going to share with you guys some hope next week, and we're also going to kind of keep talking about what's going on. We cannot let this fade away. We cannot let this be a news cycle like Maui, like the jab itself, like all the stuff that's going on. We cannot let these be news cycles. Like Tim Ballard. Oh, I got some new Tim Ballard stuff too. We'll see you guys on the next video. If you're not subscribed to our channel, make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you are subscribed, you think you're subscribed, double check, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from our channel. Okay? Share the video with your friends. Everyone needs to see the pain on her face. She knows she made a mistake. She now understands they're out to take us out. And there's no help. You're on your own.
Dealing with population reduction, eugenics. That's why all the vaccinations are killing the people, giving people autism and every kind of disease known to man. If they don't die now, they'll die later with cancer. That's why they're doing all of this. And forced. A baby can't handle 17 injections in a week. Are you out of your mind? You can't handle it. It's impossible. It goes to overload. Somebody said they wouldn't do that. Yeah. Well, Bill Gates is actually sterilizing whole African tribes across Africa to reduce population. I've got him on video saying the world's population is too much. What was the correct vaccination? We can adjust that. So African tribes are wondering why we can't have children. Did you just get a shot? Yeah, I got a shot. Well, that's why you can't have children. And that's why the fertility rate is just dropped. People can't even have babies anymore because they do it through the food and they do it through the vaccinations. It's called eugenics, population reduction. There was talk about 5 years ago they were going to stop people on side of the roads and give them forced vaccinations. I said, let them try. I have a couple of injections for them. And it's going to be the size of a 45. I can promise you right now. Somebody said, but you're a Christian. Yeah, I am. But I'll go Old Testament for a half an hour. It's not a problem.